Hey, what's up, guys? Ethan Gladwell here with Medicare Millennials. Got a good one, got a short one for you. Promise you we'll try and keep it as short as possible, but it's more of a story and more of what I've recommended for that agent. So I had an agent reach out today and was like, hey, Ethan, I keep getting stuck. I keep getting stuck in the sales presentation and I keep getting, well, let me think about it. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. And just being asked that, I haven't gotten that in a while, but only because I've been doing this for years and years, and I've really fine tuned my process. So I asked that agent to go through that situation because when I was new, I got let me think about it more times than I care to admit, and I was almost too scared to ask for help. And how foolish of me! And I'm glad that this agent reached out. But the question again is, what am I doing wrong? Because I continue getting stuck and I continue getting let me think about it towards the end. And guys, a huge thing that I think I've talked about before, but I just can't talk about enough. A huge thing that most sales folks are missing is what I call explaining the process. Okay. You can talk about all the good in everything that you're talking about in that entire situation. So you're bettering their copays, you're bettering their drug costs, yada yada. And then when you stop talking right there, because a lot of people will tell you to stop talking right there, talk about the good. A lot of sales gurus talk about the good and then stop. And then the first one to answer loses, right? I completely disagree. Talk about all the good and then explain the process. And what I mean by that is, Mrs. Jones, the good thing is obviously this sounds great. What's even better is how simple they make the process today. And so, what that means for you is, I have found a special election period to move you into this newer, I don't know if you can use that, into this plan that meets your goals much better, right? We can agree on that. I have found a special election period that can move you starting 9/1, starting the beginning of next month. So you're going to have this plan that's going to do a little bit more for you and be a little bit better for you. And so I'm going to take this application today. We're going to get this signed. I'm going to submit it up to the insurance company. It's going to take a couple of days for CMS to approve. Once they do, the moment they do, you will be getting a call from me directly from the cell phone number I'm giving you, letting you know that you've been approved. And I'm going to congratulate you and explain the process after that, okay? But in that time, you're also going to get a letter from your old insurance company saying, see you later, but don't fret, because the next day or two, you're going to get a letter from the new insurance company saying, welcome, okay? Guys, I recently refinanced my vehicle, right? I'm going to get a little off topic for a second, but I'll circle the wagon back around and make it make sense. I refied my vehicle. I don't know anything about refinancing a vehicle. I don't know anything about financing a vehicle. I don't know anything about any of that, right? It's not my job. I'm working with the guy, and he goes over, all right, man, we're going to save you $150 a month. Your interest rate's going to go from this to this. And then he shuts up. Like, who would say no to that? It's not really not even a sale. Like, maybe somebody would say no to that, but I was just like, okay, great. What do I need to do next? And then he's like, okay. And then he kind of goes into a little bit of the process, right? And then I had to keep pushing him, like, okay, then what? Like, what do I expect? How do I, like, there was so much. Like, I wanted that, great, and I fought for it. But guys, I really had to work for that, right? And if you want to make the job easier for both yourself and your client, explain that process. That's all you have to do. You explain the good, you explain the process, and then you can shut up. Then they're going to say, yes, sounds good. And you want to make it sound easy enough where they have to sit back. I literally, in my sales pitch, it says, the best thing about all of this, John, is that you get to sit back and relax. I do all the work for you. Okay? The biggest thing you'll have to do is call me when you get your cards in the mail, right? And then that's it. And that makes it seem like, hey, I'm getting better and I have to do nothing. And this guy is confident, right? I'm portraying confidence by explaining that process. I'm getting in front of things before it ever happens, right? So that's portraying that confidence. That's important because, guys, I've had so many people cancel their application because I didn't tell them they're going to get a letter from their insurance company that their plan was ending, even if it was with the same company, right? If somebody sees that, what are they going to do? They're going to call the insurance company and say, never mind, scratch what I've done, just leave everything the way it is. So explain the process, make it sound as simple as possible. Let them know you've got it taken care of. You're going to handle that. All they need to do is expect a phone call from me in a few days and then call me when their cards come in the mail. And guys, I promise you that I got to think about it, or getting stuck and not really knowing how to get somebody pushed over that line or off the fence. That stuff will end. Try it. Let me know how it works for you. Take care, guys.